Yo. Yo, yo. Are we live? Are we live? Check, check, check. Audio check. Audio check. Check 1 9 for audio check. Yeah. What time is it? Friday night live stream time on the Bell Rider TV YouTube channel. Oh yeah. It's a cold night here in Central Arkansas. Hoping to get some better weather coming the next few days after rain. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. What's going on? Jamming out some tunes. A new request. Yeah. Good stuff. Good culture. Good culture. Coffee. What's up? I see people coming in. A few of you in the house tonight. That's done. That's done and over with. So who? Paul Wibbles. Good evening. How's the audio? I don't sound out good on my end. Paul Wibbles. Good evening. Ponzi. Good old faithful Ponzi. Ponzi's been commenting on all my videos here lately. Appreciate that, Ponzi. Watching the videos, the uploads, and commenting on them. I appreciate it. Loud and proud. Yeah. Flatbed trucker. What's going on? What's going on? Jason, over there at this tour of life. What's happening over there? Ponzi, break, check, break 1 9, break 1 9. Audio is good. Maybe I got the volume on my end too low. I got to turn up a little bit. I got the headphones down. Testing. That sounds a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. All right. How you been? Been cold, man. Let's see. Last Saturday it snowed, and we had some snow, and man, it was cold. It was down like in the single digits there about 3 nights in a row. Had to, you know how you gotta leave the water running. This week this year we didn't have any pipes busted because we were on top of it this year. None of froze. Didn't have had water the whole time, but had to leave the water running. Had to see next month's water bill. That way, I think last 2 nights we didn't run the water because it's been above freezing last 2 days and not that cold at night. But tonight it's supposed to get down to about 12 or something. It was cold today, man. The sun was out. It barely made it to 32 degrees, but man, that wind, it was blowing and it was cold out there. I felt like 12 or something. It was cold. I'm supposed to get down to, like I said, 12 degrees tonight. So we're probably going to have to open some spigots or some faucets in the house tonight so we don't freeze up and bust. I think it's going to get 12 tomorrow night. And I think Monday, so it'll start raining. It's going to start warming up 40s on Monday and Tuesday. And I think Wednesday it's going to get in the 50s. And Thursday it's going to get up like 62. So that's going to be nice. But most of the snow we had the other day is about gone. I know the roads, it just wouldn't melt, man. For 2 days it wouldn't melt. But warm enough to melt. But roads are pretty much clear everywhere now. I think the school was off all week because of that. The garbage pickup didn't run all week, so it's a mess. All the main roads weren't that bad. It was the side streets like we live on that was just snow packed and slick up until about probably yesterday, I think, when they started melting. Yesterday and today, they had some melting today, but not that much. Not that much. But most of it's gone anyway. I'm a wee bit what muffly. It was nice in North Carolina today, but I'm on my way back home, so back to the cold weather. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the 50s and 60s next week. But we're gonna have like 3 days in a row rain. They're calling for flash floods now. To watch out. So Snow Lord's in the house. Woo, party. Let's get excited. Woo. What the HE66 is going on around here? You know how it is. Same old Friday night live stream. That's all that's going on. Drinking some coffee, trying to stay warm. And yeah. That's some good old Folgers. Folgers. Made a pot this afternoon because it was so cold outside. And so me and the Mrs. Pale Rider had some coffee. Been drinking coffee most of the day. And just made a fresh pot right before the live stream. Fill up my mug and fill up my Depeche Mode thermos I got from Jason. This tour life. Yeah. I got the hat. The hat's over there somewhere. And the badge or the pass is right over there. Got it hanging on my wall. Yeah. So other than that, I don't see what else. Anything exciting happened this week? No, I don't think so. Robin Hutchinson head of the FMCSA. I covered a story late last night, and she is going to resign by the 26th. She's out of office. Don't know the reason why, but they think it might be because she was at a fundraiser with some people that supported the speed limiters. So I think she went in front of the House hearing committee or something, and I don't know if that's the reason why she resigned, or they told her you're gonna have to resign or you're gonna get fired, or she just said I had enough of this mess. I'm gonna resign. Don't know the whole story yet, but she is out. And the assistant is going to take over until I guess they get a replacement. The second in charge, she's going to be taking over until they get somebody to replace her. So who's going to replace Robin Hutchison? Anybody got any ideas? I don't know. Don't have a guess. Don't have a guess. That was a fun tour. Yeah, good old Depeche Mode. Jason Ponzi says Tesla cars not working out so well in wintertime. Diesel is still king. That's right. I know it. Every winter, I think they talked about that last winter. It just got so cold that the electric cars they won't charge and all that stuff. So they're having issues in the cold weather. Imagine if you get a bunch of trucks, electrified trucks, up in the northern tier of the country where it's cold and snowing all the time. How are they going to charge up? It's going to be crazy. Bet you miss laying on the ground in the wet, cold snow, taking a hammer to froze up brake drum. I don't miss that one single bit. I've had to do that a few times and did not like it. Did not like it at all, but it works. For the first time, I had to sign a non disclosure agreement to do it. Wow, that's crazy. So I guess we won't know who you're touring with then, will we? That's crazy. Wimpy McPoat man with a million excuses. I-80 littered with jackknife trucks, silly rabbits. Yeah, every year you get the same news stories about winter weather. Every year, right before winter, they have all these stories people put out. Oh, this is what you need to do to winterize your truck. Every year. This is what you need to be carrying in your truck in the wintertime. Every year you hear the same old stuff. But with the influx of drivers coming in and leaving the industry, I guess they got to stay on top of it. Well, Jason, when are you going to bed? Going to hit the bed. All right, Jason, have a good one. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by and saying howdy. So common sense, that's all you need. You know, that's most of it right there. Use your common sense. Not a lot of common sense going around these days, that's for sure. That is for sure. Disc brakes. Yeah, let's see, my T660 had disc brakes. I love the disc brakes. Common sense is rare, says Snowlord. That is. I agree with you 100%. 100%. No common sense whatsoever these days. That's for sure. So what how's the markets looking out there, Snowlord? Want to come on and give a report, or are you busy or something? I don't. Only how many live streams a year does I catch this week? 1 or 2, I think. But I don't know. I was sleeping in. I get up this morning to 9 o'clock. I said, "What the heck? 9 o'clock?" I was rolling out of bed and doing the morning routine. I'm getting up the rest of the week. I think I was getting up 6:30, 7 o'clock. Markets are cold, like my soul. So your soul, you don't have a cold soul. Less and less folks need to think the government does that for you. That's right. They tell you what to do. Do as we say, not as we do. Do as we say and not as we do. You will abide what we say because we are the authority. We don't care about no stinking constitution. Conform or be gone. My house is very active, so I will not join. Well, that's good. You got an active house. That's good. Would be. I bet half the money we make gets eaten up with taxes. It already is, isn't it? Big chunk of it is. So what's going to happen now? Who fell out of the race this week? A good old former governor of Arkansas, Asa Hutchinson. He fell out of the race. He didn't have a good showing in Iowa, and he dropped out, which was probably to be expected. I think he had much of a chance anyway, so he went and dropped out. But uh, so he's not going. He's done. He is finished. So no hope to get an Arkansas person in the White House. WCF Invader has arrived. Hey, Pale Rider, forgive me, I'm late. What do you think of the super truck? Love the video. What aspects do you think will come to production trucks? I don't know. Let's see. Do I have the pictures left over from the video on here? Let me see. I don't think I saved the pic. Let me see. I'll go up here. Yeah, here's the super truck from Peterbilt. It's an ugly son of a gun too. I don't know why they got to make these. Oh, let me go back over here for a minute. Take that comment off. And I'll show you this. This is a Peterbilt super truck. This is unveiled this week. And there it is. Look how big. I was thinking, how's that aerodynamic? It looks like the front end on that thing is bigger than a W900. Yeah, look at that. Big old front end right there. But see the skirts down here on the tractor, they go all the way back. They start there behind the steering tire and go all the way back past the drive tire. So they'll cut all that wind and turbulence you have back there by your drives. Then they have some kind of contraption on the back of the cab that's supposed to, I don't know, they did something, shifted it 5 degrees or something. I'm not sure, but they want the trailer that close to the back of the truck. Now, in my experiences of 28 years of trucking, I never had a trailer that close up to the truck. I don't care because you go making a sharp turn or have to make a U turn in a parking lot to get into a dock or something. That makes it very difficult. You're going to start bending up your bearings on the back of the cab. And yeah, I don't like that. I know it's supposed to be aerodynamic to keep the wind out from between the cab and the front of the trailer, but even the trailer company here, they made special trailer. Who I can't think the trailer company off the top of my head, but see, you see here, they got the skirts all the way. There's like right there where the front of the landing gear, all the way back to the back of the trailer. And yeah, but that thing is crazy. Let me see. Here's another picture. This was the thumbnail I used for the video. So there's another picture on that side, basically the same thing. But and the guy, I noticed the dude sitting up here. You can see him. He's sitting in the middle of the truck, not over here on the driver's side. He's sitting in the middle. So I got a picture of the interior. One picture, interior shot right here. That's it. So you got one seat here in the middle of the cab, just like the Teslas. And you can see the mirrors or cameras or monitors. So they got the cameras for the mirrors. So that'll cut down aerodynamics, I bet, a little bit. So but there it is. I didn't see any pictures they had of the sleeper area or anything like that. So I'm not sure about all that. But that's crazy, man. Look at that. Of course, it's automatic. You got two pedals, I think. No gear shift, and a seat with a cup holder on the left side. I'm sure that seat probably swivels around so you get in and out. Who knows? But look at that. That's crazy, crazy stuff. But yeah, that was a crazy story. But it was good to see that they were actually reporting on a aerodynamic truck instead of talking about the driverless trucks that Kodiak and the other two companies are trying to go totally driverless by 2024. It's ridiculous. But it's crazy. Crazy stuff. So let's get back over here. Get back to the comments. See, Snowlord, how about them Cowboys? Yeah, they always get to the playoffs or whatever and blow it. So not surprised. Dread, what's up? When you return to Swift? Never was that Swift. Never never worked for Swift there, Dread Pirate. Never did. Won't be McPote. Baker Mayfield to the Super Bowl. Browns always trade away their best players. Started with Paul Warfield. Yeah. Are you supposed to check tires on that thing? I don't know. I don't know, Snow Lord. Maybe it checks them for you. I don't know. I know that one story I did about these smart tires. That one company, Gatek and Goodyear, got together to make some kind of smart tire where it can sensor anything. So maybe you don't even have to check your tires on a pre-trip anymore. It'll tell you for it. It'll tell you itself. Old Ponzi, yeah, that's can't cook out on the catwalk with that design. That's for sure. That's for sure. See, the bearings will fold out of the way during turns. Ah, okay. Not sure about the truck, but I'd buy one of those aerodynamic trailers for sure. I bet that'd be fun to back in. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You're getting one of them tight docks. We've all been to them before. Barely enough room to get in there with what you got. Imagine having something like that, especially if you got a dock that's got the angle down. You know, if you had fairings on your trailer, you always had the fairings rubbing the ground through there. Hope we didn't tear them up, but yeah, especially you got to slide the tandems back. The fairings would always drag on them. Peterbilt building the 389s with lived over parts laying around. You would need to buy a Vision Pro headset to drive before too much tech for Ponzi. I hear you. You got to have one of those headset things, virtual headset. It might be neat to drive for about 27 minutes. I like you're so specific with 27 minutes. 26 minutes, I'm good. 28 minutes, I'm done. So smart propaganda is utopia. Yeah. So well, these are trying to go aerodynamic. I guess they know that the driverless trucks. I don't know. It's not going to be a thing for a while, but they're sure pushing it. That's for sure. Outlaw. What? Rarity. I guess, I don't know. Imagine all the outlaw truckers back in the day, didn't always bypass the scales and drove at night so they could go fast. Imagine E-Logs came in. They had a group started called the E-Log Outlaws. They were E-Log Outlaws. I don't know how they did, but there's a group of Swift drivers or something. I'm not sure. They call themselves the E-Log Outlaws. They used to do outlaw stuff on their E-Logs. How they did that, I don't know. I don't know, but now they're going to have, yeah, we're the smart truck outlaws. Yeah, we're the driverless truck outlaws. One of the driverless trucks going to get together themselves and become the driverless truck outlaws. Like that movie back in the day where the trucks take over. And they're going to have the driverless trucks out there on the highway taking over everything. Yeah, they're going to fight back at humanity. The robot trucks are taking over. Yeah, that'd be a good movie. Let's see. Every car lot and truck lot I pass is bursting with cars and trucks. The economy is crashing. Yep. I want a hybrid truck. Why hasn't that happened yet? Don't they have hybrid trucks? I don't know. Oh, speaking of that smart truck, I think there's two motors they're going to offer in there. The Packard, of course, and the Cummins. So at least they're going to offer Cummins. Daniel, what? First, did you forget it was Friday again? Vehicle sales are 25% of the American economy. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see, man. Trucking's going crazy, man. You gonna have one seat in the middle of the cab. So if you're a team driver, I guess the team driver can never sit in it. You can take your wife or whatever with you, your significant other. You can't have them sitting right next to you. You got to be in the back. Crazy. But I don't understand why they got to make these aerodynamic trucks and electric trucks and all that. Why they got to be so daggone ugly, man? This truck just, I don't know, it just looks, it don't look very aerodynamic to me. Something about that front end there just looks, I don't know, weird looking, weird looking. Daniel, did you make it to the sunshine? Did you make it to the sunshine? Gender equality via segregation. Weird looking trucks, ugly looking trucks, but they're going to be driving with us anyway. So who cares what they look like, right? Nobody's going to be driving them. And electric. Going to be electric, driverless, aerodynamic trucks. I like watching crash tests that Cybertruck is going to do major damage in a wreck. Stainless steel and sharp edges. Yep. Sterling wheel has arrived. Greetings, Earthlings. Greetings. So that's probably the two big stories I covered this week. Let me see. I'm going to check out my. See what videos I did. I can't remember. How many I do this week? Videos. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I covered that thing about the Haslams. You know, they owned Pilot Flying J's for years. They were out. Berkshire Hathaway been buying them out for a couple of years now, and I think they were going to wait to sell off the last 20% this year or the first of this year. And they had some issues there. I think Berkshire Hathaway was blaming Haslam's for overvaluating the company, and vice versa with Haslam's thinking they were Berkshire Hathaway was undervaluating the company. So I guess they got all that settled out, and they sold off their final 20% this week. So no more Haslam's in the Pilot Flying J business unless they're going to be in a management position or something, which I didn't hear anything if they're going to stay on or what. But I don't know if y'all remember, I don't know how long ago was it, 5, 6 years ago when Pilot got raided, their headquarters there in Knoxville, Tennessee, got raided by the FBI. Come to find out that Pilot was messing around with with the driver, the fuel rebate program. They were pocketing the money they were supposed to be sending to trucking companies. And thing is, I didn't. That's they got caught, right? So usually the president, CEO falls for all that. No, he threw all of his upper management people under the bus, let them take the fall, face charges, went to prison while he sat up there, and they did have to pay out a lot of money for a lot of lawsuits and a lot of money to the government, but Haslam's called scot free. He threw everybody outside and thought that was kind of dirty that they would throw all his people under the bus to save his own skin. Usually a CEO will go down worth the company or whatever. But no, not Haslam's. They sold everybody out. So I lost all respect for the Haslam family and Pilot and Flying J on when all that went down. Yeah, so what's going to be the future of Pilot Flying J? You think? You think they're going to keep on running the stores and everything like they are? Are they going to change anything? Is it going to get worse? Is it going to get better because of the financial backing of Berkshire Hathaway? Or what? What do y'all think? Does Berkshire Hathaway know the first thing about trucking or truck stops or the truck stop industry, the service industry, or whatever? So, what? What do y'all think about that? I was never a big fan of Pilot Flying J's. Now, there were exceptions. There were some pilots that I liked because they were either had a good food that I liked in them or plenty of parking, no matter what time of day or night. There's about 3 or 4 that I know of that I used to stop. Didn't mind stopping at, but other than that, I didn't care for the pilots or Flying J's for that matter. Just not a big fan of them. Never was, especially Flying J. Once they took their country market restaurants out of the Flying J's and they went downhill. Or when Pilot bought them, they went downhill. So didn't like the Flying J's too much. Try to stay out of them. You miss Flying J breakfast pizza? Oh, yeah, I never had a breakfast pizza. Let's see. I missed some comments here. Let me go back. Let's see. Sausage gravy. Sausage gravy pizza. Yeah. Oh, sir. What's up? It will get worse. They're taking up half the parking lot to build maintenance shops at most of the bigger pilots. Pilots are going to start getting into the shops now. Flying J's getting into the shops now. And I know they had that one. What is that company they use sometimes at pilots? They have some pilots that have the what the heck do they call them? Can't think of the name of it. Flying J, some of they wouldn't let you let an outside company come in and fix your truck if you broke down or something. They would not allow that. You'd have to get the truck off the lot to get it worked on. It's crazy. Ponzi will be get your fuel and then get the hell out of here. You may need to buy a membership to get in. Yeah. Yeah. Warren Buffett lost his right hand man, Charlie Munger. He was the brains of Berkshire Hathaway. Yep. Yes, that's right. See, oh, sir. Flying J had really good food and good buffets back in the day. Pilot has trashed everything. Flying J. I know, man. I remember that. There's Country Market or something, man. They had the best buffets. And, man, it was good stuff. Yeah. No, all the good stuff's got to come to an end. Screw the drivers. Get them in and get them out. All they care about is the dollar. Well, yeah. Well, they are a business, so they got to make a profit. WCF if they're not a fan of the mega truck stops. Give me my Casey's, Fast Lanes, and Best, and other Mom Paul truck stops. Snowlord, this Snowlord OG is in the house. The Pilot in Manuka, Illinois was our favorite stop. I think my favorite Pilot was down there in Robinson, Texas. Exit I can remember the exit 325, 35, just south of Waco there. So yeah, that's probably my favorite pilot. I stop there all the time. It's a big lot. Always have parking there. Warren Buffett doesn't seem to care about customer service. Well, they do own a railroad, so I don't know what they know about the truck stop business. I'm surprised they haven't devised a way to stack trucks at truck stops. That'd be a good idea. Have like a double deck parking garage or something. You know, you could uh, park underneath if you want it, and park on the top for the overflow. Or I don't know, man. The way some of these drivers drive, you have to be you have to build some good barriers. Be backing right off the side of them things, so you have to put up some big old concrete pillars or something, keep some drivers from driving off the edge. Oh no, I backed up too far. Oh no, what are we gonna do? Was it Country Kitchen? Country, Country Kitchen, one of them. Oh, are they open now, Snow Lord? For your information, I have not ventured into the new Buc-ee's in Springfield, Missouri yet. We'll go check them out. Come back with a report. Manuka Pod is 100% paid parking now. Great place to lose a mirror or a hood off your truck. I don't remember that place. To tell you the truth. I'm sure I've been there before. Pilot Flying J, don't take my DIY semi fuel card. The of all the nerve. Come on now, Pilot Flying J. Actually, I don't have a favorite pilot. They're all lame. uh, Wimpy. Love when I see big concrete blocks tipped over at the fuel island. Oh, wow. I said, how in the heck did that get that way? I wish I had a fuel card that worked at Lowe's. I'm tired of paying for their showers. So I will cancel my membership if you step 1 foot into that place. Oh, yeah, that's it. I think that's only 3 videos I did this week. Did It was last week. I think Coyote Logistics had a lot of layoffs, job cuts. Uber Freight did too last week. Laid off a bunch of people, cut jobs. So that's nothing new in that world of trucking. A lot of those brokerage companies have or logistic companies, whatever you want to call them, have downsized quite a bit. Now, Convoy, they went out completely, totally zeroed out. Zeroed out. Get back over here to the chat. Snowlord OG. But yeah, trucking. Trucking is fun. Trucking is fun, fun, fun. I've seen all these reports around Little Rock, all that snow, and seeing on the weather on the local news. Roads are all messed up. Traffic is all backed up. Trucks jackknifed in the ditches and all that. So I don't miss any of that stuff. That's for sure. Snow piled high today around numerous roundabout today was taller than my trailer. What a weird experience. Yeah. I got one broker that I did a low for before Thanksgiving that still hasn't paid yet. Wow. That is crazy. Thanksgiving, what's that? Two months. Well, Uber Freight is already laid off some. I have a feeling Uber Freight is next. I'm on a CH load that has actually originally belonged to Transplace. Uber couldn't find anyone to cover any loads from a particular shipper. I think CH Robinson is also laid off a bunch of people. Transplace also. They've all been downsizing. Trying to get through this. Is there going to be any end in sight? Is 2024 going to be the year that the trucking industry bounces back? I don't know. From what I hear and what I see, it's not looking too good. Leeway Logistics. Is that who won't pay you? But yeah, yep. Don't know. We'll see. Hyperinflation. That's what it is. Hyperinflation. Maybe after the election, trucking will pick back up. I guess it all depends on who's running and who's gonna win. I don't know. Will it make a difference? I don't know. Something interesting to watch this year, that's for sure. WC thinks 2024 will be worse. I predict than 2023. Would be the best week to drive is the week between Christmas and New Year's. Plenty of parking and way less traffic. Everyone's driving. Yeah, that was one of my favorite times to drive too. Between Christmas and New Year's. I think I was not this past Christmas, Christmas before last. I worked and it was pretty nice. Even a few days before Christmas, it starts getting everybody's getting home, getting parked. But yeah, it's nice driving nobody on the road. You can pick your spot anywhere you want to park. Don't worry about filling up. That's a good time to drive. It's coming. We haven't seen it yet. Yeah, it was the best week to be on the road. Nobody, nobody was out there. Everybody home. Yep. So what else y'all got? What y'all got? What y'all got? What y'all got? Talk about the three stories we covered, or what else? Whatever. Any comments, questions, or concerns? Any questions for the old pale rider himself, or what? Or what? I guarantee you don't miss driving in all these winter storms, pale rider. I don't. Not at all. The worst part about trucking is driving in this stuff. I hate it. Cold. Oh, it's cold, man. Cold. Get up there. And I was up there in Michigan a few winters, and man, it was just so cold up there. Minus 15, 20 or something. Oh. And you can't hardly sleep because you worried about your truck shutting off in the middle of the night. And what are you going to do? You know, freeze to death or get caught in a snowstorm somewhere and run off the road and nobody can see you. Uh, I don't like it. I don't like winter time. Never liked it. There's a lag when they flood the system with new debt. Banksters about the stuff first, then the sheeples have to pay up. Never cold, 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 cold. Never liked it. A couple times one time I was in Indianapolis picking up a load. It was so cold, man. It was like minus something. And, I had to make a kind of a sharp turn to get into the dock, back into the dock. And snap, there went my airline. I had those old plastic hoses on there like an idiot. Didn't replace them with the rubber ones, but yeah, snap. Luckily, they had a yard jockey there, and he had extra parts, so he let me gave me the thing. So here you go. You can put it on yourself. You can have it. All right, man. Appreciate that. It saved me a lot of money. Service call and the part and everything else. And after that, I started carrying spares. But I think I find one of those trucks I had the rubber hoses on there. They were pretty nice. Even they were after a while. They was wear out at the joints. Well, who said to the glad hand? I always had issues. Had cut in there. I think I had to replace. I just bought a whole new set or something. But yeah, those are nice. Those are nice. Wimpy, see, I'm a super tight rest area. I have a clear exit, 8.5 hours to my brake. I know someone will block my path about 10 feet. Yeah. I used to hate that, man. You go into the rest area and people be parking in there. And if you can't find a place to park, you got to just keep moving. They be blocking the exits. You can't even get out. So come on, dude, what are you doing? And you wake up in the morning and people be parking in places and you can't even get out. You can't go out straight enough to swing and miss the hood to the guy to your left or your right, whatever. And they don't care. They just park right there in the middle of the thing. Don't care about anybody else. I used to hate that, man. So that's why I was leery about a rest area, parking there overnight and not being able to get up or being able to leave because somebody parked where they're not supposed to park. And yeah, I used to hate that crap, man. Hated it. One of my pet peeves. I understand you got to park, you got to get you some sleep, but you can't put everybody else out just because of, you know, like that. But they did it anyway, and I hated it. Pet peeves. Pet peeves. One of the many pet peeves I had in trucking. Hey, move out the way. Move out the way. Please. But apparently, a couple of these states are starting to get some federal money, I guess, for more truck parking. So they're supposed to be building more rest areas. and they're opening up some ones that are closed to try to alleviate the truck parking issues that have been in this industry as far back I can remember. Good old truck parking. One of the many issues in trucking that probably will never be solved. Because you make new truck parking area, then it's filled up 2 days. Say, how these people find out about this? It's like every time they open a new truck stop, first day or two, there's hardly anybody knows about it, and all of a sudden, whoosh, they found out, like, where did everybody park before? I don't know. It's like I Love's over by the yard in Little Rock, across the street. They didn't have any parking in that area forever before that. Then they build a truck stop, and it's always filled up with trucks. Where did these people park before they opened the truck stop? Never understood that. Never could answer my own question. Mexico doesn't get much snow. If I can find a lady to marry me, I'm there. Yeah, there's not a lot of snow in Mexico. I'm sure some of the mountains areas probably get some. Best last minute truck parking is at way station. Don't see much parking stupid at way stations. Kentucky does that. They don't care. You can park there overnight and they will not mess with you. Especially the ones that are on 75. There's a couple of them on 75 in Kentucky where you can just pull in and take a break and they won't mess with you. But that's what you need to do. They close the scale houses, Some states will leave them open, but some of them put the barriers down. They don't want any truck parked in their way station while they're closed. I don't know why. It never makes sense to me. Open the stupid way stations, the lots anyway, and then people park in here. Let us park. Please let us park. Please let us park. I've been through there. I've been there. You pick up a load, and you say, "Well, I got so many hours to drive, so I'm gonna try to make it to this truck stop, and I'll be done." So, but then you say, "Well, I need to probably start looking a little bit sooner than wait until I get to this truck stop. Because if I run out on my hours to get to this truck stop, then I'm screwed." So I'll start checking in, about an hour, maybe up to 2 hours before my clock runs out. That way I can check, like, there's truck stops ever so many miles far apart. You can start checking. And that one's full. Okay, I got enough time. I get to the next one. Check it or rest area. Oh, this is full, so we'll go down to the next one and just keep going that way. Hopefully, you'll find a spot between the time you start looking and the time your clock runs out. So I was always checking earlier a few times, but always not always, but it happens where you got to run as far out as you can and take a chance on that truck stop. Hopefully, they'll have some parking there. And once you've been doing this for a while, you can try to feel out or what truck stops have parking and some don't. Now, some people might say, well, why don't you use the app, the Trucker Path app? Well, Trucker Path, they go by people entering that or putting that in their app, how many parking spots. This guy might be mad, or he might have a spot open next to him. I don't want anybody parking next to me, so I'm going to report this place is full, so nobody come in here. So can't trust those. I never was a big fan of trucker path anyway. I don't know, something about it didn't strike me well. So I just used the apps, the own truck stop apps, and see how many parking spots they had. Now I think TA and Petro will tell you how many they had available still. Hopefully that number was correct. Sometimes it wasn't, but that's because I know a lot of people have issues with the TA and Petro and them charging for parking. Never had that much of an issue with that because you're guaranteed a spot more or less. If you're willing to pay for a spot, you could get a spot. So I never really had an issue with that. Now I was kind of had an issue with how much they cost. Some TAs, depending on where they're at, were $25. Some of them were only 15. I guess it depends. They're around a large metropolitan area or not. Yeah, never had an issue with that. So I can get me a spot there. I know it. You can check the app to see if how many reserved parking spots are left open. If you were still 100, 200 miles away, you could reserve that spot. When you got to the truck stop, hopefully some dummy didn't park there without paying, and you had a spot. I did that where was that? Down in Florida one time. There's a pilot down there. I can't remember where it was exactly. And I think it was off 75. I went in there and I saw these parking spots were open. I said, all right, it's got parking. This was late at night. It was like midnight or 1 o'clock or something. All right. You got parking. Then the guy next to it said, that's the reserved spot, right? I said, oh, okay. Thanks for telling me. So I went in there. And there's like 10 spots, reserved spots left right there in that area. I went in that thing. The pilot, I said, I want to pay for a reserved spot. They're all full. I said, no, they're not. It's an empty spots out there. Well, it's showing me they're all full. Okay. So I went back to the truck, went to bed, waiting on somebody to knock on my door telling me I had to move. I was willing to move. I would have moved in, gone somewhere else or something. Or parked on the shoulder on the curb or somewhere. And I went and took somebody's spot, but nobody woke me up or anything. So stayed there the whole night. Parked in a reserved spot. Didn't even pay for it. Yeah. I think their system was messed up. Wimpy, the new lows are built correctly. All parking on the perimeter saves a lot of hoods and bumpers. Some of those loves, they always brag about, yeah, we're creating more parking spots. Well, you need to redesign your lot a little bit better. And you need to add more parking spots. I don't know. They're limited with the land that they have to work with. So I think they could move the building up closer to the road and cut back on the car entrance. But I guess nowadays truck stops, travel centers, their bread and butter is the traveling public more than the other truck drivers. So that's why they don't hardly call them truck stops anymore. They call it travel centers, travel plazas. Yeah. Bring your minivan in with all your 9 kids. You can get gas here and you can eat here. You can get snacks here. You can spend $1,000 in our store. Then get the heck out of here. Well, Lowe's is probably where I used to stop the most. Out of all of them, Lowe's. I had a lot of Lowe's I liked. Some I didn't like so much. Some others I liked. But overall, Lowe's was probably the place I spent the most. If you got to them early enough, you can get parking. Just like I said before, when the new truck stop opens and you got a full parking lot, say, where are these people parking at before they opened the truck stop? Why is it slam packed now? I don't know. Never made sense, but well, if anyone doesn't have anything else, we'll head on out of here. See, all that merchandise that doesn't sell seems like a dumb business model. Oh, I'm sure they sell a lot of stuff. They wouldn't be rebuilding or building more of them. I think it was they opened a lot of Loves last year. I think they're going to open up some more in 2024. A bunch of them. So if that's it, I don't know. Got anything else? Anybody? I'm done. Anybody got anything else? Appreciate everybody hanging out for an hour or so on this cold Central Arkansas evening, Friday evening. So be sure to stay tuned in to the channel for the next exciting upcoming video, whatever that might be about. That's right. All right, Ponzi. Good to see you too. Thanks for hanging out. So I appreciate everybody watching. Everybody have a good day and stay safe.